Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first YouTube videos, long overdue. My name is Candice, aka thePAbae, and if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so you can stay updated to the videos that I post. I do plan to continue to post more videos and keep you guys updated with my journey, my experiences, and just whatever advice and tips that I can give from my perspective. So, my first tip to surviving PA school: you must buckle down. PA school requires everything that you have, and then it asks for more. It's super intense. It consumes your entire life, especially first year, more importantly, first semester. Like, I didn't even know that I had that much to give. Like, I didn't think it was possible for me to sit down and study for 9 to 10 hours at a time all week. Like, I didn't even think it was physically possible for me to do so. I mean, in undergrad, yeah, I was a biology major, chemistry minor, but I worked full-time as a pharmacy technician. So, I mean, I didn't have that much time to sit and study like my classmates, but I made it work. So this whole sitting down and studying for long stretches of time, that was new to me, and it was an adjustment. Luckily, I was able to make that adjustment because I'm here today, making this video, but it was a big change for me. And I just realized, in order to get something that you never have, you have to do something that you never done. Like, it's pretty much, do you want it? How bad do you want it? That's what it boils down to. Like, you have to make sacrifices. There's going to be certain things that you have to miss out on. Vacations, birthday trips, like, you have to sit out on a lot. I mean, it's super rewarding in the end, and when you get those exams back and you pass and you get the A that you didn't think was possible. But just to be completely honest, oh no, it's a beast. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie at all. I feel like for some reason, I don't know if it was just an adjustment thing that I had to do. Now I'm able to tolerate it a lot more. Obviously, being a mom, taking care of my household with my fiance, but like, oh no. My first semester, I was just like, how is this possible? My second point in surviving PA school is don't be afraid to fail. And I know we get in this mindset, especially when you get all the way to PA school, because of course you had to jump through a million hoops to get there, that you can't mess up. You can't get a bad grade on an exam, but trust me, it happens all the time. Like on Canvas, which is where all our grades and assignments are, you're able to see the minimum score, the average score, the high score, and oh no, yes, the low score, it tells the truth. I remember our first physiology exam. More than half of my class failed that exam, including me. Like, no, I'm not special. I failed an exam in PA school, and it hurt. And a lot of us was just like, do we even deserve to be here? Because, I mean, that's a lot to take in. Like, you're super afraid. You're anxious. You think you're doing everything possible that you can. You got in. You're just like, okay, I'm ready to do whatever it takes. And then you get that first exam back and you fail. Yeah, it's a lot. But, I mean, there's certain things set into place when it happens, but I mean, that was the kickstart for a lot of us, and definitely for me, because I'm not used to failing exams. I mean, organic chemistry put me through some things in undergrad, but other than that, like, I kind of didn't fail. I didn't know what that felt like a lot. So that was another thing that was super eye-opening for me, because it happens. It happens all the time. It happens more than you know. So if you are in PA school now and you feel bummed out because of a certain score or whatever the case, don't. Because, I mean, in the end, we all graduate, at least hopefully. Okay, so my next piece of advice. You have to find out what strengthens you, what motivates you, what keeps you going, because you're going to have to use it. You're going to have to channel it at those low moments, those down moments, those frustrated and moments of despair where you're just like, well, why am I doing this? Why am I here? Not why am I here, that's a little extra. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, it gets tough. It gets rocky. And sometimes a lot of people that you're around in your support system who may be rooting you on, they don't understand what it's like. Because unless you're in PA school or some rigorous program, it's hard to understand they don't necessarily get it, even though they try. You know, kudos to them. But for me, like, my experience through PA school has strengthened my faith tremendously. Like, I had some lows where, like, I didn't have anyone to call on, or I felt like I just needed help that I couldn't get from around me. And in those moments, I literally called on God and I prayed, and it just brought me closer to Him and strengthened our relationship. And that is seriously what has carried me to this point. A lot of people ask me, like, oh my God, Candice, how do you do it? Especially me being a mother now. And I just be like, I don't know. Like, God is my answer. Like, there's no other explanation. I don't operate out of my own strength. And that's fact. It's a true story. Like, I owe it all to God. Every victory, every exam that I pass, literally I pray before, in the middle, and after. My classmates will vouch for that. He will see me with my head down, like, all right, now let's begin. Like, it's a serious matter for me. Also, a lot of wine. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I was living by myself at first. I was single when I started PA school. And I mean, outside of studying, when I got home after those long study days, a glass of wine was my friend, and I just mellowed out and I just sleep. Not every night. It wasn't a problem. Like, I don't want it to sound bad. But yeah, I mean, oh, also, super important to still do the things that you enjoy. At least try to find time for them. Because it's so easy to get caught up in the hustle of PA school, and these exams and block exams are coming, and these assignments, but you still have to instill in yourself. Like, my favorite line is, you cannot pour from an empty cup. So it's super duper important to do things that make you happy still. I mean, and of course, getting an A or passing an exam that you thought you failed makes you happy. But, like, for me, I don't know, it sounds kind of shallow, but I enjoy, like, getting my hair done, getting my lashes done, my nails done. Oh God, I cannot function if my nails are not done. Like, I will prioritize that over things that I should. Another story. But you have to. You just can't let yourself go in the process, because then you'll have new problems outside of PA problems, and you want the smallest amount of other problems on top of PA problems as possible. Trust me. Okay, next topic. You have to, like, be able to remind yourself why you started in those down moments, and just in general. Like, I remember, like, studying a lot and feeling super exhausted and tired, and then when I sit and think how much of a blessing it is for me to be here and even be in the position to stress about exams, to be exhausted. Like, these are good problems. Like, I worked my behind off for years to get here. I prayed and prayed and prayed to even have the opportunity to sit in the seat that I sit. So, like, those moments that I was super duper tired, and I had these flashbacks of me going to these informational sessions that I had attended time and time again, where I could conduct the entire informational session at that point. Like, I just wanted them to know my name and my face, and I mean, it worked out really well for me. But just remembering those moments, it was monumental for me, because I just felt how grateful I am to be here, how thankful I am to be here, because was the goal, the entire goal, the plan A. There was no plan B. There still is no plan B. Thank God I got 5 more months to get through. But that's it for me. PS was it for me. So I use those moments and those flashbacks as fuel to the fire to keep going. And now I have such a tremendous source of motivation. My son, who is amazing, a handful, but amazing. my fiance, who was amazing and who was my biggest supporter and who's made PA school as easy for me as possible. Those two, my family that we created together out of love, that keeps me going as well. Like now in clinicals, we have exams every 4 weeks. So it's not as like intense as the didactic year. The clinical year has its own type of, you know, triumphs and stuff, but like, well, trials. But yeah, Cade and Kyrie, yeah, that's my reason now. First, I didn't need a reason. It was also like, you know what I'm saying, by any means necessary. That's my mentality. I'm a by any means necessary type of girl. I never had it all figured out. Like, I didn't have all the answers when I applied to PA school. I didn't have all the answers when I got accepted into PA school. I still don't have all the answers, and I've just been kind of winging it by faith. And I've learned that if I do my part, God will take care of the rest, time and time again. Trust me, and that's another story for another video. I always try to remember that this too shall pass. Everything that God has for you is for you. No one can take that from you. It was already written. Everything that has happened and everything that will happen was already written. So, I mean, do your best for those pre-PAs, but try not to stress as much, because I mean, that's an impossible task, not stressing, because I was there and I know how it feels. But yeah, don't stress yourself out. That's what I would say. Because if it's meant to be, it shall be. All right, so that concludes my first YouTube video. It's been a long time coming. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I've just been super busy, y'all. Like, my plate is full. And I just want to say thanks to everyone who supports me. The constant motivation is truly appreciated. Even thanks to the people who reach out to me for advice and guidance. Like, that means a lot to me as well, because God has blessed me so that I can be a blessing to others, and paying it forward is what I'm all about. Because I wouldn't be where I am if there wasn't for people who looked out for me. So I'm all about it. There's room at the top for everyone. Stay tuned. There's more videos to come. Comment below. Give me a thumbs up or whatever, how that works. I'll do my best to get back to the comments. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.